Hey guys, we're at this empty parking lot in the middle of nowhere to test something out that you may actually dig. It has all the bells and whistles, and it's coming up in the screen behind me. Oh, what is that? That's Toyota Supra. 1, 2, 3. That's right, guys. We have with us a 95 Toyota Supra. Yes, all the anecdotes, all the little things you want to do, get them out of your system now. Like, is it a Supra? Wipe your glasses, make your Fast and Furious references, do all that stuff. Get it out of your system now, because today we're going to be talking more about the driving ability of this car, how it feels. What's the deal with the Supra? Like, everybody talks Supra, but nobody really drives Supra. And the thing is it's got a lot of hype to it. So is it going to be as fast and furious? I can't even do these jokes anymore. Like, seriously, is it going to do what it needs to do and be a Supra and impress us the way it needs to impress us? Or is it just going to fall flat? We're going to test it today to find out. Not only are we going to find out what it's like to drive, we're going to find out what the cost to own a car like this, and then what's the maintenance on it. Remember also, there's something I need to point. This is an import car, so not only do we have a Supra, it's imported, it's right-hand drive, and it's, I mean, literally pretty much set up like a race car. So we're hitting all the marks today, folks, so check it out. We're going to take a look at it and drive it right now. All right, Supra. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna call this a race Supra because originally we got in this and I was like, it's whatever, and e-brake off. No, this feels like a race Supra. So this is an imported car, obviously right-hand drive. So you got to get used to doing things a little bit. I'm used to that. So, but the clutch pedal, like you said before, is on the right side. The gas pedal is on the thing. So if you're used to your pedals, it shouldn't be any different. So kind of feels good. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna. And then the owner Donnie over here gets to yell at me at any opportunity that he doesn't like what I'm doing.
You're golden. Drive your heart out.
Drive my heart out. Okay, done. I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy this. This is my first drive ever in a Supra. And love this clutch pedal. Oh my God. It's like so soft. Oh, I'm going to slow down with this. There are future people that are going to be on the show going, we're not taking this road, are we? Like, yeah. I'm not used to that. That clutch pedal. That clutch pedal is so nice that my brain is not used to it. So yeah, super smooth car. I love the feel of it. A lot of people used to complain these things feel heavy. It doesn't feel heavy to me at all. It feels very nimble for what it is. And that's actually kind of, I'm impressed by that. Racing steering wheel, which is my bread and butter. I gotta get used to that. The dead pedal's coming over trying to kill me. A lot of noises, like the race setup on this is huge. So we're getting a lot of body noises and a lot of banging and stuff like that. And as usual, I always take it on a weird rough road, which was perfect for this. And yeah, it's doing a great job. Like, I'm just really, really impressed with this car. This was the same thing with the Skyline. It was like, I understood why people love these cars so much. Is because you get in them and you want to drive. There we go. So the only complaint I have is the dead pedal. The dead pedal's not in the right spot, so it keeps hitting my foot. Oh, now it's out of the way, but now I'm up over top of it. I'm not going to be recommending something like this for somebody who is looking for anything luxury. But if you want to press exotic cars in this, you can impress them all day long. That's what this thing is made for. And I'm gonna hear from Donnie over here. This is what I'm saying. Driving this car, everybody wants to start something with you. They want to drive up on you. They want to go faster. They want to have a competition. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
And it's just, okay, that's my only.
It's too much.
Yeah, it gets, this the thing is it gets kind of, that's the oppressive thing with this car. Not the car, because you drive the car, you love the car. It's all the, you know, everybody and their brother wants to race you. So, all right, so we took the dead pedal out, and we're gonna go back out because I think it's unfair to do what we just did and not, oh yeah, now I'm in it. Once I got it, I was like, no, look, a right-hand drive, no problems. I have turned on the windshield wipers like 3 times now because I'm used to the blinkers over on the other side. This is not made for big dudes with large heads like me. Oh, I love that. There's a magic spot at this thing at 3K RPMs. Just get a little bit in on the gas on it, and then it sounds so nice. Oh my, 2JZ, like these all use the same engine. They all did a really good job with it. If I, oh, come on. Test drive. We're not stopping by. Just, yeah, take the coffee off. We're good. When I talk to people about a car that's good and I say, okay, what do you want in a car? You want a car that when you drive it, you don't realize you're driving. You just drive it and you enjoy it. And this car is one of those cars that you just drive. You drive it and you enjoy it. Like, I'm sitting in it, there's so much stuff going on. Like, I have to learn where the blinkers are, where the turn signals, or the mirror's right. And in reality, I just got in this thing and I was just like, there's just so much car that you got in it, and I immediately wanted to just enjoy it. That's what you need in all your cars that you buy. You want something that you drive and you enjoy. Doesn't matter if you're going 5 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour, it's the car. And this is really starting to make me understand why people buy Supras and why they're so into them. Like, it's just an all-around driver. But yeah, very unique interior. Very, like, the 90s had this pod looking interiors that they did, and that's the thing, is it has that pod feel to it, which I think is pretty cool. And by the way, no, it is not hard to drive right-hand drive. It is a blast. It's fun. It just feels natural once you get used to it. So we're pulling in. We're gonna get a review on this in about 3 seconds. Okay guys, so what is it like to drive? It's everything it was cracked up to be. I couldn't believe it. This car, the Skyline, all these cars that these guys talk about, that they hype up all the time, that you see in magazines non-stop, yeah, they do exactly what they are. There's a reason that people like them, and there is, I don't want to say a mystique that these cars have. Driving ability, it was just a joy to drive. It's one of those cars, I mean, this is last time, Donnie brought me a car last time, and I told him it was a car I could drive just all the time, even right-hand drive. This car did the exact same thing. We could just get into it, we just drive it, just have a lot of fun with it. The uniqueness of the 90s pod-like interior is so impressive. So much stuff that these things do that just, it's incredible. And the other thing that I find, a lot of people will tell you, oh, you know what, just take your car and upgrade it, like with my Genesis, you know, and the Porsche and all those other cars. A lot of those cars really won't fit that bill. They don't have a lot of the ability to tune. They don't have a lot of aftermarket support to them. Not so with this. From everything from turbos to intakes to exhausts to body kits to everything, wheels, you name it, is available for this car. So if you just want to have it like this and have it that sweet, stock, grunty, awesome look, you can do that. Or you can go nuts and you can make 1,000 horsepower and do whatever you want. That's the beauty of the Supras. That just, yeah, very impressive. And I couldn't believe that it would make those marks. A lot of people told me the car was going to be heavy, and I did not feel heaviness at all. It really makes me wonder why these cars didn't sell to the level that they did when they were new. When this car died out, it was very shocking that it would die out, but I just kind of think that it has to have happened at a time when people just, I'm gonna say, didn't know what they had available to them. The other thing that I need to add to this, though, is the way we have it set up here is not for the friendly of those of you looking for the luxury drive and to go out and race Lamborghinis and do all that other stuff while having a very comfortable ride to it. These do actually, when you set it up a certain way, it's going to have a rough ride. So you probably in the driving part of it actually saw the roughness of the ride. That's okay. Take a look at it, put it into context. Remember, you don't have to build yours that way. You can build yours however you want, or just get it from the factory, do all the fixes and drive it stock or drive it flashy. That's the beauty of these cars. Okay, so what is it going to cost to own a car like this? Now, this is a weird time in our world, and so I'm going to kind of equip you with everything we have to kind of answer that question. Number one, he paid $23,000 for the car. Are you going to pay the same for this car? Highly doubt it. Cars like this now are probably going for $30,000 and $40,000. Not only that, but we're in the middle of a buyer's market, so you're probably spending even more. So I don't know. It's very tough for me to call right now to what you're going to get based on which Supra you got. Some people out there too have gold Supras. They really do have these cars that go for hundreds to, I want to say $300,000. I've seen some pretty expensive stuff out there depending on what's in them and how they're built. So, and that's the other thing. Aftermarket wise, how much are you going to put into the car afterwards? So here's my thing. When you buy a car like this, look at your options, look at what you have available, make a plan, and then kind of spec yourself out to where you want to go and see if it's too much for you or maybe not enough. It's all going to be up to you, so do the research and let us know. Put it in the comments. Let us know how your Supra build went and share it with the world, because I'd love to see more people driving these cars. It's just weird how so few people drive these, and they have still to this day have an exotic feel to them, especially the right-hand drive that just no other cars have. Okay, so lastly, what's the upkeep like? Well, it's simple. It's a Toyota Supra. Any Toyota place can work on it. These cars were built on the idea of normal people like you and I picking up a wrench and starting for the first time in their life their journey to fixing up and repairing their cars. It's made to be that way. It's kind of old technology too, so you get to have a little bit of both worlds. You don't have to worry about the old school thing where you probably won't run into a computer or any kind of tuning options, where you're going to run into this and you're going to have things like tuning options. You're going to have a lot of other stuff, but there's so many people out there right now that are competent enough to be able to fix a car, to upgrade a car, to be able to do regular stuff to it. And it's just that. Other than mileage, it's going to be like any other car that you own. Oil changes, you know, do all the stuff you need to do. Obviously, if you make the car look really nice and you want to make it show quality, you're going to spend a little bit more in your detail and stuff. But on the long run, it's a good car. And the other thing is ceramic block. The 2JZ motor is just, it's one of the most legendary motors out there. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that know the 2JZ motor just by name, and they probably couldn't name any other engine out there. And that's just how it is, because it's got such a legendary status to it. So hey, if you can take a burnt one and throw it on the back of a trailer and fix it up to be a 10-second, I can't do these jokes, they're not working for me, I'm just gonna stop. But anyway, if you want to make yourself a 10-second car, you have the availability to do something with it with this and still have a car that, you know, we take it down to the shop and I'm gonna daily drive it or whatever. All right, so that's it, guys. What's the final grade on the Toyota Supra? A++ in my book, even in the hard suspension, lowered, all the 9 yards, even right-hand drive. In fact, I think it would get an S grade just because it's a right-hand drive car. So if you're the kind of person that's daring and wants to get into something right-hand drive, by all means consider cars like this. We want to see more of these on the road, and there's not many out there to pick from. So get ready to do the searching. But you know what? If it's your passion and you love it, do it, man. Find it. This is a car that was on his wall for most of his childhood, and now it's getting out here driven by some psychopath like me, you know, going way too fast with it. But it's in one piece. Stop whining. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We got some more videos for you. We're going to do some more what it's like to drive down the road. I'm really excited for this season. And I mean, hey, we're starting off on probably the best foot forward ever. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to continue to look for some more cars, some more things. I don't know. I think we got some tractor trailer trucks in the works. And then we're going to be showing you what it's like to drive.